Let me begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and by paying my respects to their elders, both past and present, and to all Aboriginal people here today. And I acknowledge the loss of Indigenous men, women and children killed in the frontier wars of this land. We come together this morning, as our fellow citizens do across the country, in solemn observance of the human costs of war and to heed its terrible lessons. We come together this morning in a spirit of compassion and solidarity. We come together to remember the 38 of our own people listed here at Loyalty Square, the 5,000 from this community who enlisted for service in the First World War, the 324,000 Australians who served overseas in that war, the more than 100,000 Australians who died on foreign soil in the last century, and the countless millions of human beings killed in war and conflict in the most bloody era in the history of civilisation. We honour and remember those who have served in the knowledge that they obeyed the orders they were given and through no fault of theirs paid the ultimate sacrifice. In gravely marking this day, we remind ourselves of our own duty of care to those who fight on our behalf today and those who will in the future. Because responsibility for sending young women and men to fight and die in war is something that is shared between all citizens of a nation. Governments decide when to commit troops to war, but the decisions of politicians and generals depend upon the consent or support or ambivalence of the governed. And history tells us, and contemporary events prove, that an informed and active citizenry is the only real protection against ill-judged and unnecessary war. And today, as at the time of the outbreak of the Great War, and as may always be the case, we must be vigilant against zealots of all kinds who would distort reality for the purpose of initiating dangerous conflict. As Voltaire said, those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. And you don't need me to tell you that the graves of young Australians at home and around the globe are our haunting reminder of just how atrocious war can be. There are some, often those who have not themselves known the horrors of armed battle, who glorify war or pretend that it is inevitable. But here in this local community, for many generations, we have asserted the opposite, that war can and must be replaced by peace, and we declare it again today. So let us honour these 38 men with our vigilance by always looking for solutions which can prevent the loss of our young people and people around the world. Let us honour them with our commitment to this extraordinary, harmonious, multicultural society that we have built, which stands as a beacon to all nations. And let us remember them, not annually, but perpetually, by making sure that in the future, on days like this, in places like this, we can say to those we mourn that their sacrifice was not in vain, lest we forget.